Hi guys, I know some of you like the walkie-talkies, so for any subscribers who've been with me quite a while, you'll recognise this form of the video. You're so welcome to narcscon, the channel that deals with all things in relation to narcissistic abuse, the recovery from it by educating ourselves and by being able to recognise and avoid this personality type going forward. I hope you enjoy the beautiful day and the beautiful scenery if you're watching this in video, and on podcast can appreciate maybe some of the country sounds that come your way. Guys, to heal from narcissistic abuse, it's necessary to understand that it wasn't just a normal relationship that you were in, even if it's in a familial setting or a friendship or in the workplace. It was a different type of interaction, and I know a lot of the channels will call it a spiritual war, and it is definitely a spiritual war, in my opinion. So, in order to heal and recover from it, a lot of people can make the mistake and leaving a narcissistically abusive relationship, view the world through the narcissist's eyes instead of through their own eyes. And that's as a result of a lot of manipulation on the narcissist's part, grooming, loss of identity, isolation, and pain and despair when the relationship comes to an end and you're basically thrown by the wayside by this person that at one stage, told you you were the greatest person to ever walk the earth. That is abuse. There is no two ways around that. To be valued and to be devalued in such a horrific manner, and to be used as a commodity by another human being. Again, a lot of people fall into the trap of thinking, well, I didn't know that the world worked like this, and this other person I was with has gone off and they seem to be in the winning position. And remember, that's what it seems like. Narcissists will work very hard at it seeming like they're going off into the sunset and their lives are wonderful, and you're the loser and you've lost them and you've lost the potential for happiness, because they came to represent your happiness and your only source or main source of validation. When you lost the ability to validate yourself because of a subtle grooming process you went through with a narcissist. So your idea of the world and the one you held dear and who you are and your values, your integrity, your moral approach to things hasn't seemed to work, hasn't seemed to get you to the place you needed to be in this relationship. And the ways of the narcissist, the controlling, manipulative ways of the narcissist, seem to have brought them success, winning, happiness. Maybe they've taken your house from you, maybe they have your children, maybe they've taken your job. Whatever they've done, their way seemed to have worked. And even on YouTube, you'll pick up advice in relation to beating the narcissist at their own game and becoming more narcissistic and, controlling dynamics and basically being more like a narcissist. And sometimes it's called having narcissistic fleas or leaving a relationship with narcissistic fleas. This, if you adopt that approach, and it's understandable because you're very hurt, you're very low, your empathy is low, you're depleted in energy, you're delusioned in relation to your view of the world, you're made to feel, assisted to feel like you don't matter, and that if you don't walk over another person to get what you want, you're going to be in this position forever. and that the narcissist's way is right and that you have problems and you're wrong. I'm sure this is a very familiar feeling to a lot of people who have gone through this dynamic. And remember, if you come out of a relationship, any relationship, feeling like this, that's a major sign that you've been in an abusive relationship. So guys, people do, for periods, enter into the narcissistic dynamic and try and live like the narcissist lives. I can guarantee you this is a loss to light in the spiritual war. This is a narcissist in terms of a battle, honing in on a stronghold, a strong position of the enemy. And the enemy is light to people that live their life destroying others and destroying things, who live mostly on the dark side. So you will have been a stronghold that needs to be taken down in this spiritual war if you view it in these terms. It is a way of understanding what's happened to you. The heavy breathing, guys, is Remy at my feet. To anyone that doesn't know, he is my doggy companion. So excuse the interruption. Okay, so back to the talk. The narcissist or the enemy's agenda is to take possession of the position they feel is strategic in a war. And if they view you as having a strategic position on the other side, that is on the side of light, they will first of all want to possess your position, and by that they want control of you. And the second part of winning the war is to turn you onto their side. So to leave you as one of their supporters. And in that way they've obliterated the stronghold, the strategic position. They have stopped you from going on and living your best life and the potential that is in you. Particularly when you've gone through pain. If you reach deep inside, you can use that pain in a positive way. And I'm sorry if that causes sadness or more pain if you're in the early stages of a discard or having gone through this diabolical stuff. But I hope it will give hope, because with this pain, used in the right way, you can reach down to the depths and the heights of your great potential. And the narcissist came at you for a reason. And oftentimes, we find out when we go through the pain and when we get to know ourselves, our true selves, and our potential. And we are brave enough, having gone through the extremely destroying relationship with a narcissist, we believe that we can conquer anything, having survived this traumatic disturbance of our mind, disturbance of reality, confusion, and extreme emotional pain, mental torture, and sometimes a total change in our physical life. So guys, the message today is to accept what's happened, understand what's happened to you, and use the excruciating pain to build you into the person that you had always the potential to become. You fought the good fight. You have survived this, or you're surviving, because you're listening to this talk in relation to finding ways to survive. Once you've survived this, you can go on to do anything. You can go on to either give a win for darkness or give a big win for light that would not have occurred had you not fought this battle. And I'm not saying it's easy. It's not an easy battle to fight. But in order to win it and to thrive within yourself, to do good in the world, to reach your full potential, to be the stronghold that basically the dark side saw, and you needed to be captured, taken down, and converted to the dark side. Obviously, if you can then raise up and raise out of the pits that they have left you in, and more than fulfill your potential, actually come into your whole light, it's not just a defeat for the darkness, but it's a double win for putting light out into the world, and maybe for helping someone else that needs a helping hand to understand that the whole world is not like this. That whereas it is prevalent in the world, and narcissism has always been there, will always be there, and is growing, we can stop that growth. We can still turn things around. We can still have a say in what happens to each other, and we can still be a force for good. So guys, with that said, it's a short message not to become the narcissist, not to become encouraged to fight like a narcissist, not to fight back like a narcissist, not to go down to their level, but to be you, to come further into yourself, to come further into being true to yourself, to doing the right thing. If you do the right thing, you will get the right answer. If you do the wrong thing, you're on the side of the wrong. You're on the side of confusion, disaster, drama, loss, destruction. So what you choose now, at this stage, post-narcissistic abuse, is vital to you and is vital to the world. And in terms of a result in a spiritual war, it's the strengthening of a stronghold that was seen as a threat. You were seen as a threat. Your light was seen. Don't be under any illusion when the narcissist is telling you how bad you are when they're leaving you, or that even you're the narcissist, or that you are no good, that all you do is cause problems, etc., etc. Let's put the lid on that now. Let's reverse that. Let's get into the truth of it. You are a human being. You are imperfect. But your motivation is fully in light. And that is what the narcissist saw. That's what illuminated before them. That's what drove them in their darkness towards you. And that's what they knew had to be diminished in order for them not to feel that they are in the dark all the time, which is an essential, in essence, where they are in the majority of the time. Their modus operandi, as I often said and say, is to promote themselves in the destruction of others, because that is their way of living. People who live in the light, support life, try not to destroy, try to grow, and try to grow others, so that there is life, that there is light, and that we're not left with nothing but destruction and despair. So guys, this is your opportunity to recognize within yourself the potential the narcissist saw, the stronghold of light that you have in reality, in full reality of your imperfections, in full reality and recognition of the parts of you that need work, but also in recognition of the huge potential that you must believe is in yourself. God bless, Godspeed, and I'll speak to you again soon. Take great care of yourselves, guys.